face. People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get out my problems, let me When up and magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Denver Broncos. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready. Mike, 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. 6 man. Check. Check first.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. 2nd and 4. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
2nd and 10 at the Steelers' 14-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
On first down, it's Graves. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. To return is Taylor. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Here's King, operating from the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
54 Mike.
Now King from the gun, he'll throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
You go tight.
To throw is King. Off play action. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. As his guys are in for 6. And the Broncos push further out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taylor now returning it. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. To throw on 3rd down. King. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
This quarterback now 10 of 10 to start the game. How about that? As he comes up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. King. He finds Taylor. Complete. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. The Broncos on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. King. His throw caught right around the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos pushed further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Barrett. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Dorsett. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. 3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out. It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now. They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they? They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now a man open down the middle of the field. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
It's our time. It's our time.
King on first down. This is the tight end Fant. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. He's got his big tight end Fant. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
Switch up.
King now from the gun on 3rd down, eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's complete to Butler. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Price. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Jackson. They set up the screen to Dorsett. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he can't quite pick it. No interceptions so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Let's get them holes.
Right back to him on 1st down. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 2nd and 6. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Now it's Jackson. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Here's King, throwing after the interception. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now King, operating from the gun. It's Kelsey on the grab. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is King. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
But last week was commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17. Yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Ricky, go.
They'll run. It's Dorsett. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Jackson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 30 yards there, and, of course, the 1st down as well. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. A throw over the middle, taken in, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
42's the mark. You can't block me. You can't block me. Check. 42's the mark. Check. 42's the mark. Let's go. Defense, let's go. Let's go, Mike. 42.
From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Here's Jackson to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now... They'll attack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams. They put it all together, and I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
I'm going to come back.
Operating from the gun, King. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 22-yard line.
Double dog, that's the way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Right there.
From the gun on 3rd down, King. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. From 17 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
We play to win. Let's go.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throw left side complete. It's Price. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get... He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Let's go.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
54 is Mike. 54.
King throwing again. And he whips that one incomplete there. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers getting together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be about a yard or two short of the first here. He needed the 35, but didn't make it. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes...
There he goes, right side, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will get them one closer. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled. and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. King now to throw again. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Back to throw. King. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 26. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Wide open receiver complete. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call?
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. 79 yards. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Now the try here for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 22. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Check right. Bang! Bang, bang!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's King. From the gun, he'll throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now King. Going to throw again. He's going to let this go for the... It got his man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. King. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Broncos, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they drop just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.